God says, your miracle has finally arrived, but if you ignore this final warning, heaven will take it back within minutes. It's only for you, don't tell anyone. So listen carefully before it's too late. Stop what you're doing right now. Don't scroll, don't look away. This is not something to miss. If you do, you might never get another chance like this again. What you're about to hear is not for everyone. This is for you. Not for your neighbor, not your friend, not your pastor. This is a divine moment crafted with your name on it. If you walk past this, you may walk past the very thing you've been praying for. So pause everything and give your full heart to what I am about to reveal. Comment Amen to receive what's already reaching your door. Your miracle has arrived. Yes, the one you've cried for. The breakthrough you've whispered through tears, alone in the dark, the deliverance you've begged for when no one else was watching, the door you thought would never open, the healing you feared would never come, the restoration you believed might be too late. Heaven has released it. It is here. But listen carefully. This is your final warning. If you ignore this moment, if you treat it like just another message in a sea of noise, it will be taken back. Heaven gives, but heaven also guards. And what is meant for you, if left unattended, will not sit idle forever. You've been on the edge. Some nights you couldn't sleep. Some mornings you didn't want to get out of bed. You've smiled in public while silently falling apart inside. But all that pain wasn't wasted. I saw every tear. I heard every silent prayer. And I answered, the miracle is here. It's in motion. But now comes the test. Will you listen? Will you receive? Or will you shrug and miss what was yours from the start? If you believe, comment 1111 to declare it. This moment is sacred. It's not ordinary. There's something about this exact point in your life that has aligned with heaven's timing. You may not understand the why now, but trust me, the time is perfect. Everything you've walked through, every betrayal, every disappointment, every closed door was not to harm you but to prepare you. You weren't being punished, you were being positioned. Every loss was making space for the miracle you now stand before. But here's the danger. Many people pray for blessings but never prepare their hearts to hold them. They hear God speak but let the world drown it out. They get distracted. They doubt. They delay. And so the blessing passes them by. Don't let that be you. I am warning you because I love you. You are chosen, favored, seen. This miracle is not random. It is not luck. It's divine. You've fought silent battles. People have no idea how close you've been to giving up. But still, you kept walking. Even when you stumbled, even when you doubted, you didn't let go. That persistence has touched my heart. That faith, small as it seemed, moved heaven. And now, the miracle has arrived. Not just any blessing, but the one that shifts everything, the one that makes sense of the pain, the one that rewrites your story. You may be wondering, God, how do I hold on to it? Listen closely. Do not run back to the places I've pulled you from. Do not let the same voices of fear and shame speak louder than my promise. Guard this word. Obey what I say. Move when I say move. Speak when I say speak. If you delay, you may miss it. If you doubt, it may slip through. That is why this moment is your final warning. I am not saying this to scare you. I am saying this because your destiny depends on it. Now, I am asking you with love and urgency, if you believe this was sent for you, like this video now, let your faith be seen. Don't wait. This miracle isn't small. It will shake the very ground beneath your feet. It will silence your enemies. It will restore what was lost. It will heal the things you were too afraid to even speak of. I am not a man that I should lie. When I say it's yours, it's yours. But I will not force it into hands that are closed. distracted, or unwilling. Open your heart now. Prepare your spirit. This is not just a moment, it's an invitation. You prayed for the door to open, now it has. But walking through it requires trust. You won't see the full picture yet, you may still feel uncertain. But walk anyway, step anyway, move forward anyway. My word is enough, my promise is true, I have never failed you, and I'm not starting now. Comment 222 if you trust this word is for you. I'm calling you higher, out of confusion, out of fear, out of that mindset that says, maybe I'm not worthy. You are worthy because I say you are. You are ready because I've made you ready. You are called because I chose you, before the world knew your name. The pain didn't disqualify you, the failures didn't cancel you, the shame doesn't define you. You are still in my hands. You are still on my path, and your miracle is still here waiting on your response. So listen again. This is your final warning. Not out of threat, but out of love. Heaven has released it, but it will not remain in waiting. This is a now moment. Delay will cost you. Doubt will delay you, and ignoring it will send it back to the heavens from where it came. You don't need to beg anymore. You need to believe. You don't need to fear anymore. You need to move. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed. A 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words, and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Because the closer a blessing is, the more distractions try to rise up. The closer you get to breakthrough, the louder doubt tries to whisper. Right now, this is not a time to be distracted. This is the hour to stay focused and keep your eyes fixed on me. You've carried burdens that would have broken others. You've stood in storms that should have swept you away, and yet you're still standing. That isn't by your strength, it's by mine. I've been carrying you through what you thought was silence. I've been working behind the curtain while you thought nothing was changing. Every prayer you whispered wasn't ignored. Every time you stayed faithful when no one else believed, that moved my heart. Comment 333 to declare your faith boldly. The warning still stands. It is not to make you afraid, it is to make you aware. What's been released from heaven is specific. It's not general favor, it's not random grace. It's a targeted miracle, something that fits your life like a key fits a lock. But here's the truth. If you try to share it too early, people who aren't meant to hold it will pollute it. That's why I said, don't tell anyone. Not everyone can handle what I'm doing in your life. Not everyone will celebrate your miracle. Some will doubt it. Others will try to delay it. So guard this moment. Protect what's sacred. This is a personal word. It's wrapped in your name. That's why it hits deep. That's why your heart knows this is different, and it is. There are moments I move generally, but this is not one of them. This is specific intervention. I'm reaching into the very parts of your life that have looked impossible. I'm stepping into the places that have been stagnant for years. I'm breaking chains that were placed on your family generations ago. I'm not just giving you something small. I'm giving you a miracle that will echo through every part of your life. Some of you are reading this, and your soul is trembling. That's not emotion, it's recognition. Your spirit knows I'm speaking. And I am. This isn't just a message, this is a shift. This is the kind of turning point that changes the rest of your life. You asked me if I still see you. Yes, I do. You asked me if I still have plans for you. Yes, I do. But those plans require your participation. That's why this warning is serious. not to threaten you, but to push you into decision. You can't afford to be casual about this. You can't shrug and say, maybe later. Later may not come. That's what most people don't understand. I'm not bound by time, but you are. And there are divine windows I open. If you miss them, you miss what could have been yours forever. That's why the enemy works so hard to distract you now. That's why the timing of this moment matters. You're not reading this by accident. This is your appointment. Comment 555 if you believe this is your divine moment. Don't look to people for confirmation. They won't understand what I'm doing in you. Don't wait for the applause of others to believe what I've spoken. My word alone is enough. If you let outside voices be louder than mine, you'll talk yourself out of what I've promised. And that's the trap many fall into. They start to move. Then they look around. Like Peter walking on water, they begin to sink because their eyes leave me. Don't let that happen to you. Keep your eyes on me. Stay steady. Stay obedient. You're walking on miracle ground. Yes, it's uncomfortable, but so is transformation. I never promised it would be easy. I only promised it would be worth it, and you're about to see that for yourself. What was delayed is now being delivered. What was broken is now being rebuilt. What was lost is now being returned. But I need your heart fully in this. Half-hearted belief won't hold a full miracle. Casual obedience won't unlock radical breakthrough. You must be all in. You've asked me why the battle got harder lately. It's because the miracle got closer. The fight increased because the enemy knows what's about to break loose in your life. But he is too late. I've already spoken. I've already declared the blessing. And once I speak, no demon in hell can undo it. But you still have to walk it out. That's where most people fall. They want the promise, but don't want the process. Don't give up now, you're too close. My child, you are covered. You are protected. Even when you didn't feel me, I was there. Even when you felt unworthy, I still called you chosen. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not disqualified. I am not done with you. In fact, I've only just begun. What you thought was the end was actually the setup. What looked like defeat was really divine preparation. And now, you're stepping into what I've been preparing all along. But it's fragile, and that's why I've warned you. Handle this miracle with reverence. Don't speak carelessly about it. Don't expose it to people who carry doubt like poison. You don't need approval from man when you have confirmation from heaven. Protect the oil I've poured on you. Walk in humility. And when I say move, move quickly. This is time sensitive. I won't wait forever. I'm calling you to awaken. You've been spiritually asleep in some places. You've been distracted. You've been pulled into things that look good but were not from me. But now I am calling you out, calling you back, because the miracle is here, and if you're not ready, you won't be able to hold it. Don't look around for signs. The sign is this moment, this word, this truth, knocking at your heart. If you wait for something more obvious, you might miss what's already been placed in front of you. Some of the most powerful miracles come quietly. They don't always arrive with thunder and lightning. Sometimes they come wrapped in stillness, in whispers, in moments like this, where your heart knows something sacred is taking place. This is one of those moments. Comment 1212 to claim what's being released for you now. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. The miracle I've released over your life has been tailor-made for your journey. It doesn't look like anyone else's, and it never was meant to. That's why comparison will kill your blessing. If you measure your breakthrough against someone else's timeline, you will lose sight of what I've placed in your hands. What I'm giving you is deeply personal. It fits the pain you've endured, the losses you've carried, the prayers you thought had no answer. You've gone through a very specific battle because you were being prepared for a very specific victory. And I know, it didn't feel like preparation. It felt like punishment. It felt like abandonment. But I promise you I never left you. Not for a moment. Even when you cursed my name in frustration, I still covered you. Even when you turned your back on me in pain, I still protected you, because I knew this day was coming. I knew this miracle would meet you at just the right time, and I knew you'd be strong enough to carry it if you just didn't give up. So, I tell you again, do not ignore this. Do not dismiss what you're feeling right now. That stirring in your heart is me. That sense that you need to pause and listen closely, that's my voice. I'm reminding you that the wait was not in vain. The delay was not denial. I've been building something in secret, and now I'm ready to reveal it. But only to the ones who are listening. Only to the ones who are willing to honor it. This is sacred. Not everyone will understand. You might not even understand it fully yet. But faith isn't about having all the answers. It's about trusting the one who does. You don't have to see how this miracle will unfold. You just need to say yes. You need to hold it with gratitude, not suspicion. You need to walk in it with joy, not fear. I'm doing something new, and I need you to treat it like new. Not like the old wounds. Not like the past failures. This is different. Comment 777 if you believe this is different. You've cried over closed doors, but I closed them to protect what I was planning. You've wept over lost people, but I removed them to make space for what I'm bringing. You thought I was silent, but I was shielding you. I let some things fall apart so the right things could finally come together. And now you're stepping into the beginning of what I had in mind all along. It's not a mistake, it's not too late. It's exactly on time. But be careful. There are voices around you who will try to talk you out of this. People who mean well but don't see what I see. Don't let their fear become your mindset. Don't let their limits become your boundaries. I didn't call them, I called you. I didn't anoint them for this, I anointed you. And when I place my hand on someone, no opinion can remove it. You don't need to explain what I'm doing. Just walk in it. Just believe. The road ahead won't be easy, but it will be worth it. The enemy will try to confuse you. He'll whisper lies that sound like logic. He'll bring up your past and try to convince you you're still the same, but you're not. I've been changing you in ways you don't even realize. You're stronger now. You're wiser now. You're more prepared now. You may not feel ready, but I know you are. I wouldn't release this miracle if you weren't. You are walking into a season of clarity. What confused you will suddenly make sense. What was blurry will become sharp. I am lifting the fog. I am breaking the chains. I am silencing the chaos. And in the stillness, you will see me. Not just the miracle, but me. Because more than what I'm giving you myself. I'm drawing you close again, into intimacy, into trust, into truth. But that requires your full surrender. You can't hold on to old habits and expect new blessings to thrive. You can't keep returning to what I've freed you from. You can't keep one foot in the world and one in my promises. Choose me fully. Choose obedience. Choose faith. I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm asking you to be willing to let go, willing to trust, willing to move forward. Every delay, Every excuse, every ounce of hesitation pulls you further from the miracle I have already set in motion for you. This isn't something you can keep putting off. This is the hour to act, to believe, to surrender, because the weight of what's coming is far greater than what you're leaving behind. I know you've been wounded. I know you've trusted people who failed you. I know you've gotten your hopes up before and watched them fall apart. And that pain made you cautious. It taught you not to believe too quickly, not to feel too much, not to hope too high. But that is not faith. That is fear dressed up as wisdom, and it is robbing you. The miracle I've released can't live in the same space as fear. You must choose fear or faith, doubt or belief, the past or the future I've written for you. You cannot carry both. Comment 999 if you choose to believe, even with trembling hands. My child, I have never needed you to be fearless. I've only needed you to keep coming back to me, even when you're scared, even when you don't feel strong, even when your faith is hanging by a thread. That thread is enough for me to work with. I am the one who breathes life into your hope again. I am the one who makes dry bones rise. I am the one who brings beauty out of ashes, and I will do it again. But I need your yes, not a hesitant one, a full one, a surrendered one. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. This miracle was not built on your perfection. It was born out of my love, out of my mercy, out of my promise. I don't bless you because you've earned it. I bless you because I chose you. I bless you because I see what's ahead. I bless you because I'm a good father, not because you've figured everything out. But I also won't bless disobedience. I won't place something sacred in the hands of someone who treats it carelessly. That's why this warning is serious. I want you to be ready not just to receive the miracle, but to carry it well. This is not just a blessing, it's a responsibility. I'm trusting you with something that will impact more than just your life. It will overflow into your family, your future, your children, your influence. That's why the enemy has fought you so hard. Because what I'm giving you doesn't end with you. It spreads, it multiplies. That's why the opposition felt personal. Because the calling on your life is personal. The breakthrough I'm releasing is generational. It doesn't stop with you. It starts with you. Comment 1010 to agree with what God has started in your life. You've asked me so many times, why does it feel like everything has been falling apart? And here is your answer. I had to break some things to make room. I had to tear down what you built in your own strength so I could rebuild with my hand. Some of what you called stability was actually holding you back. Some of what you called comfort was quietly draining your spirit. So I let it crumble. I let it collapse. Not to harm you, but to heal you. And now, here we are, in the moment you prayed for, in the place you never thought you'd reach. And I'm telling you again, your miracle is here. I know it doesn't look the way you expected. I rarely move the way people imagine. I'm not limited to your plans. I'm not bound by your timelines. I'm not worried about the systems of this world. I do things my way, and that's what makes it miraculous. If it made sense, it wouldn't need faith. And if you could do it alone, it wouldn't be a miracle. So yes, it looks unfamiliar, but it is still from me. I'm calling you into the deep, out of shallow waters, out of surface faith. You've lived long enough keeping things safe, playing it small, living by the rules of what others expect. But I didn't create you for survival. I created you for impact. I didn't anoint you to blend in. I called you to rise. And now, I am placing something in your hands that will require you to step fully into who I made you to be. No more hiding, no more shrinking, no more waiting for permission. I've already given you the go. But you must act now, not next week, not when you feel more ready. Faith doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It moves because it trusts my voice. This moment, this exact time, is what you've been prepared for. Don't miss it, looking for more signs. This is the sign. I am the sign. I am speaking to you now. You are chosen. You are protected. You are covered. Even when life feels unstable, I am your anchor. Even when things fall apart, I remain. I am the God who parts seas, who calms storms, who moves mountains, who shuts the mouths of lions, who raises the dead, and I have not changed. The same power that parted the Red Sea lives in you. The same Spirit that raised Christ from the dead dwells in you. And that power is now stirring, rising, breaking loose in your life. You're not weak. You're not lost. You're not forgotten. You are standing on holy ground, whether you realize it or not. The miracle is already on its way. In fact, it's closer than you think. But you must choose to respond. The miracle is not waiting on me anymore. It's waiting on you. It is not far off. It is not delayed. It is not lost. It's here. It's waiting. But so much hangs in the balance of how you choose to respond. You keep asking me, God, why do I feel this urgency in my spirit? Because your spirit knows the time is now. This isn't about hype. This isn't emotion. This is divine timing. When I move with purpose. And when I speak, I don't speak twice if my child ignores me the first time. That's why I'm urging you, listen carefully, respond quickly. The miracle has been released, but heaven will not keep it waiting if your heart grows cold or distracted. That's the warning. Not because I'm angry, but because I'm holy. What I give is sacred. Comment 1515. If you are ready to walk through the door, heaven opened for you. You've prayed for this. You've begged for it. You've cried out for me in nights so silent it felt like no one heard. But I heard. I heard every word you whispered in pain. I saw the silent tears you wiped away so others wouldn't worry. I saw you keep loving when others walked away. I saw you stay faithful when no one said thank you. And I never forgot. I never missed a single moment. Every seed you planted in faith is about to bear fruit. But fruit doesn't grow in chaos. That's why I'm calling you to clear the soil, to remove distractions, to silence the voices that cause confusion. If you want to see the miracle flourish, you have to protect the space it's growing in. That means watching your words. That means guarding your thoughts. That means not running back to relationships I've already removed. That means saying no when I've asked you to let go. Your obedience is the fence that protects your blessing. You don't need to announce what I'm doing. You don't need to defend it to anyone. Let them talk. Let them question. Let them wonder. You are not responsible for making them understand. You are only responsible for your obedience. That's why I told you, don't tell anyone. Because not everyone is ready to hear about what I'm doing for you. Some will try to twist it. Others will try to block it. So hold this close to your chest. Let me finish what I started in the secret place. In time, they will see. Comment 1717 if you trust me, even when others don't understand you. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You're still asking, God, can this really happen for me? Yes, it can. And yes, it will. But not because of who you are. Because of who I am. I am faithful. I am your defender. I am your healer. I am your provider. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. I do not change. My promises don't expire. My goodness doesn't run dry. What I said about you still stands. What I planned for you is still active. The only thing that can stop it is you turning away. This miracle will require movement. It won't drop into your lap while you sit in fear. You will have to take a step. You will have to make a decision. You will have to trust when you feel unqualified. That's where faith lives in motion. You don't have to see the whole path. You only need to take the next step. And when you do, I will meet you. I will walk with you. I will provide as you go. But you must go. Don't delay this anymore. Every time you hesitate, doubt grows. Every time you say, maybe later, the enemy gains ground. He wants you stuck. He wants you confused. He wants you to stay in cycles of fear so you never step into cycles of blessing. Break the pattern now. Break it with faith, even if your voice shakes, even if your knees tremble. Break it by obeying me, not your fear. And remember this, no one else can take what I've assigned to you. Your miracle is yours, designed for you, delivered to your life, but it will not force its way in. I will never override your will. I gave you choice because I wanted your love to be real. So if you choose to turn away, I will not drag you back. That's why this warning is urgent. That's why this window won't stay open forever. You might think, but I've failed too many times. I've messed up too much. No, you haven't. My grace goes deeper than your failure. My love is stronger than your shame. I already knew every mistake you'd make, and I still chose you. I still called you. I still built a future for you. Stop punishing yourself for what I already forgave. Stop disqualifying yourself from what I still want to give. You are still my child, and I am still your God. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be willing. Willing to surrender, willing to trust again, willing to say yes without knowing all the answers. That's what faith looks like. Not certainty, but surrender. Not having control, but letting go of it. That's when I show up. That's when miracles happen. Not when you feel strong, but when you feel weak and still say, God, I trust you anyway. It's not a thought, not an idea, not a hope floating in the distance. It's already begun unfolding. You're not waiting on it. It's waiting on you to take it seriously. Because if you don't, it will return to the place it came from, and you'll only be left with regret. There are things happening in the spiritual realm right now on your behalf. Things you can't see with your eyes, but your heart has felt it. That heaviness in your chest, that sudden pull to pray again, that stirring in your spirit when everything around you feels quiet, that's not coincidence. That's the movement of heaven. That's my spirit touching you, calling you closer, telling you not to walk away from this moment. You're closer than you think. You're standing on the edge of a promise that will rewrite everything you've walked through. Comment Amen if you believe God's hand is on this moment. You've had people question your faith. You've had seasons where even you questioned it. But here you are, still listening, still hoping for more. That matters. Faith doesn't always look loud. Sometimes it's just showing up. Sometimes it's barely whispering my name through the tears. Sometimes it's getting out of bed when you'd rather disappear. And I've counted those moments. I've seen every single one. Not a drop of your faith has gone unnoticed. And that's why I've sent this miracle now. Because you didn't give up when you could have. Because you stayed, even when you couldn't explain why. But now it's time to rise. This isn't the season to stay bowed in defeat. I've already declared victory over you. I've already gone ahead of you. But you must choose to believe that. You must walk like someone who's already been given the answer. Talk like someone who already carries the blessing. Praise like someone who already holds the promise. Because faith isn't about what you see. It's about what you know I can do. Don't make the mistake of waiting until it looks safe to obey. Obedience is not based on comfort, it's based on trust. I'm not asking you to understand everything. I'm asking you to follow me when it doesn't make sense. I'm asking you to take that step when all you see is water beneath your feet. I'm asking you to believe that I won't let you fall. And if you can trust me there, I will take you places your prayers haven't even touched yet. Comment 1111 if you're ready to walk on water with me. There are people who will not understand what you're about to receive. They'll try to make sense of it. They'll say it's too sudden, too impossible, too big. But that's exactly why it's from me. I don't operate in what's logical. I move in the impossible. I move in the suddenlies. I move in the quiet, in the dark, in the moments no one else sees, and I bring light where there was none. That's how you'll know it was never by your power, it was by mine. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Don't waste time explaining this to people who were never meant to understand it. Some people are not ready to see what I'm about to do in your life. And if you try to bring everyone with you, you'll delay your own breakthrough. I gave this to you. I trusted you with it. Not everyone is called to carry what you carry. Learn to keep it between you and me until I say otherwise. Your faithfulness in the waiting has brought you here. You didn't see it, but every time you kept trusting me without results, you were moving heaven. Every time you worshipped when your heart was breaking, you were inviting my glory into your situation. I saw you. I was with you. And now, I'm rewarding that faith. I'm answering those prayers. I'm restoring what looked too far gone. But don't let pride sneak in. Stay low before me. Stay humble. The higher I lift you, the more deeply rooted you must be in my presence. Don't forget who brought you here. Don't lose your awe. Don't let the miracle become common. Because what I'm doing in your life is holy. You didn't earn it, but you are trusted with it. So treat it like something sacred. You've waited long enough. The delay was never denial. It was a holy pause while I rearranged things, while I aligned hearts, while I removed people whose presence would have sabotaged your future. What felt like rejection was actually my protection. What felt like silence was my setup. And now, I'm releasing the answer, and I'm watching to see how you respond. Will you protect it? Will you walk in obedience? Will you move when I whisper, or will you wait until you're forced? This is your test, not of your ability but of your heart. This is about trust, about faith, about surrender. What I'm giving you requires more than excitement, it requires maturity. Don't just feel blessed, be ready to carry the blessing well. This miracle will bring change. It will shift your surroundings. It will expose what doesn't belong anymore. Don't cling to what I'm trying to move out of your life. Some things can't go with you. Some mindsets, some friendships, some habits, they don't belong in your next chapter. Let me prune you. Let me clean house. It might hurt in the moment, but it's making space for something greater. You've come too far to let fear win now. You've endured too much to forfeit what's already at the door. You've fought too many battles to surrender just before the breakthrough. Don't look back. Don't get comfortable. Don't wait for another sign. This is your sign. I am your sign. I am speaking clearly. I am moving swiftly. You don't need confirmation from anyone else when you've already received revelation from me. What you choose to do now will determine what remains in your hands tomorrow. And I want to see you hold the very thing you've been crying out for. But I will not place what is holy in hands that are not ready to honor it. So prepare your heart, guard your spirit, and get ready. I have not forgotten my promise. I do not make empty declarations. When I said it would come to pass, I meant every word. And now, the time is here. But I will not force it upon you. You must meet it with reverence and trust. If not, I will remove it and place it where it will be received with faith. There are things you've been praying for that seemed impossible. Areas of your life that looked dead, buried, and long forgotten. But what you didn't see is that I was working behind the scenes, arranging what needed to be in place, clearing what didn't belong, protecting you from what would have delayed you even further. I never said no, I said not yet. I never said never, I said wait. And now, the wait is ending. The miracle is breathing. The answer is knocking. Will you open the door, or will you let it pass by? Comment 222 if you're opening the door and saying yes to what God has for you. You've been weary, and I understand why. Life has been heavy, and sometimes you felt like you were carrying it alone. But you weren't. I was right there in the middle of your pain. When you felt like no one else cared, I cared. When you felt invisible, I was watching. When you were too exhausted to speak, I heard the cries of your heart. Nothing you've gone through has been wasted. Every tear, every night of silence, every step forward when you wanted to give up, it all mattered, and I am using all of it. The miracle is not only about restoring what you lost, it's about reshaping your life into what I always intended. You've seen only part of the story, but I am the author, and I am still writing. And what I'm about to release into your life is not just an answer, it's a turning point. Everything after this will look different, because when I move, nothing stays the same. You won't be able to go back to the way things were. The people, the habits, the ways of thinking, they won't fit anymore. That's why I've been making you uncomfortable. That's why you've felt things shifting, even if you couldn't explain it. I've been preparing you, making space for what's holy, tearing down the walls you built in survival mode so I can now build something permanent, something blessed, something that lasts. Comment Amen if you're ready to step into what God has been building for you. I know what they said about you. I know what they assumed when you were struggling. I know how they counted you out, talked behind your back, and watched for you to fail. But I want you to hear me clearly. What I'm about to do in your life will silence every voice that doubted you. Not because you need to prove anything, but because I am a God of justice. I restore what was lost. I vindicate my children. I lift up the humble and crown them with favor. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. But don't let the miracle become about them. This isn't about showing off. This is about honoring me. Everything I give is meant to draw you closer, not distract you from who gave it. That's why I'm warning you now. If your heart becomes proud, if you start thinking this happened by your own strength, if you treat my gift like a trophy instead of a testimony, I will take it back, not out of punishment, but out of protection. I love you too much to let your blessing become your downfall. Stay close to me. Keep your heart soft. Keep your hands open. Let me continue to lead, even when things start going well, especially then. Because the greater the blessing, the more intentional you must be in your dependence on me. Don't coast. Don't become spiritually lazy. Keep pressing in. Keep seeking me first. And I will sustain what I've given you. You've entered a sacred space now. Don't treat it casually. Don't rush through it. Sit with me. Let me speak more deeply. There's more I want to reveal. The miracle is not just a moment, it's a process. And as it unfolds, I will guide you step by step. I won't leave you guessing. But you have to stay in step with me. Don't run ahead. Don't lag behind. Walk with me daily. Some people are going to be surprised when they see what I do in your life. Let them be. You don't owe anyone an explanation for what I've chosen to do for you. Let your life speak. Let your peace speak. Let your joy and restoration speak. The fruit will be visible, and those who are meant to walk with you will celebrate it. Those who can't handle it were never meant to stay. This next chapter is not for everyone you've walked with. That's a hard truth, but it's necessary. I'm not trying to cause division, I'm calling you to discernment. Some people were only assigned to your last season. If you drag them into the next one, they'll only become a weight. Trust me to bring the right connections. Trust me to build your circle. You don't need to hold on out of fear. I will never subtract without having something better prepared. My child, I've never been more serious than I am now. This miracle, this breakthrough, it's alive in front of you. But I'm watching how you carry this word, watching how you respond, watching if you walk in pride or stay in humility, watching if you seek me or chase the blessing itself, watching to see if you're ready to not just receive but steward. It's still yours. It hasn't been taken yet, but every second of hesitation matters. Every time you push this aside like it's just another moment, you're closing the window that's still cracked open. I'm pleading with your heart now, don't miss this. Don't ignore the weight you feel. Don't explain it away. This is real. This is now. This is the moment that shifts everything. You'll miss a turning point in your story, a chapter that was written to restore everything the enemy tried to steal from you. I'm speaking to you as your father, your creator, your defender. And I'm telling you again, don't let this pass you by. You've been asking me to speak clearly. This is as clear as I'll make it. What I've released into your life requires your full attention. If you turn your back now, don't say later that I was silent. I'm not silent. I'm speaking with fire. I'm speaking with urgency. I'm speaking with love that refuses to let you settle for less than what I died to give you. Comment 333 if you receive this word with a willing heart. This is about more than breakthrough. It's about identity, about purpose, about reclaiming who you are in me. The world tried to name you based on your failure, your lack, your struggle. But I'm reminding you who you really are. You're not broken beyond repair. You're not forgotten in the crowd. You're not late, and you're not lost. You are mine. I have marked you with my name. And what I give you now will confirm everything I've been whispering over your life in the secret place. I know there are voices in your life that have made you question your worth. I know people have made you feel small when you tried to dream. Some even made you believe that what I promised was too big for someone like you. But they don't see what I see. They didn't form you. They didn't walk with you in your darkest hour. They didn't carry you when you had no strength. I did, and I still am. You've carried shame, not knowing that I've already removed it. You've been apologizing for being too much, not realizing I made you exactly the way I wanted to. I'm not asking you to shrink anymore. I'm asking you to rise, to walk in the full measure of who you are, not in arrogance, but in confidence. Confidence that comes from knowing who walks beside you. Comment 555 if you are ready to rise with God. This miracle, this blessing, it's not random. It's not just an answer to prayer. It's evidence. Evidence that I've seen you, heard you, and called you for more. You weren't forgotten in the crowd. You were being hidden for the right time. And now that time has come. The curtain is lifting, the season is shifting, but your response must match my move. You can't step into what's next with the same mindset you had when you were surviving. Let me renew your mind. Let me wash away the dust from past disappointments. You've been expecting pain, and so you've built walls to brace for more. But you're stepping into peace now, and those walls will only block what I'm trying to pour into your life. Tear them down. You don't need to guard yourself from me. I won't fail you like people did. I won't abandon you like they did. I won't change on you. I am constant. I am steady. I am your refuge. You've asked, God, what if I'm not ready? But what you don't realize is that I made you ready through the fire. Every trial shaped your faith. Every wilderness taught you how to lean on me. You didn't miss your preparation, you lived through it. And though it hurt, it made you into the person who can now carry the very thing you once thought was out of reach. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150 million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. This blessing won't just comfort you. It will change you. It will challenge you. And yes, it will stretch you. But that's the proof that it's from me. I don't give things that keep you stuck. I give things that move you forward. What I'm putting in your hands will require maturity, wisdom, humility. It will require you to stay close to me because the weight of it is too great to carry alone. You've cried for doors to open. Now that they are, don't freeze. Don't run back to what's familiar just because it's easy. Faith means moving forward without needing every answer. It means trusting me more than your fears. That's the kind of faith I'm asking for now. Not because I want to see you struggle, but because I want to see you walk in the fullness of your calling. What's coming is bigger than what you've prepared for. But don't let that scare you. Let it excite you. Let it remind you that this was never about what you could do, it was always about what I could do through you. That's why this miracle is going to be different. It's not going to look like what others have received, because your calling is different, your story is different, your future is different, and I want you to walk into it with open hands and a surrendered heart. You don't need to control every detail. You don't need to know how everything will work out. Just move when I say move. Trust when I say trust. Rest when I say rest. And watch how I unfold what you never could have imagined on your own. I am not withholding anything from you. I am giving you something meant just for you, but I will not give it to someone who refuses to walk in faith. Not because I'm cruel, but because I know what's at stake. This is holy ground. This is sacred timing, and it deserves your full attention. If you still think this is just another ordinary moment, stop and ask yourself, why does it feel so heavy in your spirit? Why does your heart feel like it's being pulled toward something greater? That's me. That's my spirit. That's the evidence of my voice speaking truth into the depths of your soul. But now, it's no longer about waiting, it's about your response, because this miracle has arrived. And if you ignore this final warning, it will not remain. I will never stop loving you. That won't change. But I will not pour something this sacred into hands that treat it like it's just another moment. This is not another moment. This is the moment, the one I've been preparing you for. Through every battle, every loss, every unanswered prayer, you thought you were being forgotten. You weren't. You were being forged. Now the fire has done its work, and I am placing a new beginning into your life. But you must take it seriously. You must take me seriously. Comment 1212 if your heart is open and your spirit is saying yes to me. Don't let weariness rob you now. I know you're tired. I know you've been holding on longer than you thought you could. But you're right at the edge of release. Do not let go. Do not assume nothing is changing just because you can't see it yet. The most powerful miracles begin beneath the surface. Like seeds breaking open underground before they ever reach the light. Just because it's quiet doesn't mean it's still. I've already begun. You may be tempted to look back, to return to what felt familiar, to reach for what used to work. But that life is gone. I've closed that chapter. What lies ahead may feel unfamiliar, but it's exactly where I'm leading you. Let the past rest. Don't bring old mindsets into this new season. Don't speak failure over a blessing I've called victorious. I'm doing something new, not a version of the old, not a fix. A new beginning, a fresh thing, a God-breathed moment made just for you. You won't need to force this miracle. It's not about striving, it's about surrender. Let go of the pressure to make everything happen. Stop trying to hold all the pieces together on your own. I am the one holding you. Let that be enough. Rest in the knowledge that I am in control. I'm not just watching your life unfold. I'm directing it. I'm writing it. I'm shaping it with hands that formed the stars. Comment 777 if you are ready to release control and trust my timing. Some things will fall away now, and you must let them. Don't mourn what I'm removing. Don't resist the pruning. I'm not taking to punish you. I'm taking to prepare you. Not everything can go where I'm leading you. Some of what you called comfort was actually hindrance. Some of what you leaned on was never meant to hold you. I will be the one who sustains you from here on out. Fully, freely, faithfully. There will be moments where fear creeps in again. That's natural. You've been through so much, and your mind still remembers the disappointment. But don't let the past decide how you respond to the present. This is not like before. This time, it's me. And when I speak a word, it does not return void. You can trust that. Even when everything else shakes, my word does not. So hold on to it. Anchor yourself in it. Let my voice be louder than your fear. This miracle won't just bless your life, it will bless lives around you. You've always wondered why your pain was so deep, so personal. It's because your calling is just as deep, just as personal. You've been entrusted with something powerful, not to keep to yourself, but to carry it in humility and pour it out where I lead you. What you receive now isn't just for you, it's for generations after you. It's for healing family lines, for breaking cycles, for rewriting the legacy of those who come after you. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. And that's why the enemy fought you so hard. Because he saw it too. He saw the shift coming before you did. He saw your breakthrough getting closer and tried to distract you, delay you, destroy you. But he failed. You're still here. Still breathing. Still standing. That alone is evidence that heaven is not finished with you. And now, everything that was used against you is about to be used for you. What was meant for evil, I will turn for good. Every scar will shine with purpose, but you must protect this gift. You must keep it sacred. That means guarding your heart. Not exposing what I'm doing to people who live in doubt. Not giving access to voices that drain your faith. Not letting old habits sneak into new territory. I am calling you higher now, and that means choosing carefully who walks with you. Not everyone will understand. That's okay. They don't need to. What matters is that you understand the weight of what I've placed in your hands. You've asked me if you're really ready, and I'm telling you, yes, you are. Not because you feel ready, but because I've made you ready. Through every trial, every fire, every silent night, I have prepared you for this. You may not feel strong, but I am your strength. You may not feel wise, but I am your wisdom. You don't need to figure this all out. You just need to walk with me, step by step. This is not your imagination. This is not emotion. This is me. This is your miracle. Right now, it's here. You can feel it in your spirit. It's pulling on your heart for a reason. That's me telling you to respond before it's too late. I will not keep repeating myself. I'm giving you this final opportunity because I love you, because I see what's ahead, because I know what's at stake. You've asked me before, God, if you're really speaking, why does it feel so intense? Because I am not speaking softly this time. This is not a whisper. This is thunder in your spirit. This is me shaking you awake, stirring what has grown numb, igniting what has gone cold. You've spent too long sleeping through moments that were meant to change you. But I won't let you sleep through this one. You asked me to speak louder, so I am. I'm speaking through every part of your being, and I am saying move now. Comment Amen if your spirit is awake and your answer is yes. This is not about being dramatic. This is about being decisive. I am not waiting for you to be perfect. I am waiting for you to be willing. Because this miracle is not something you work for, it's something you receive. But to receive it, your hands must be open, and your heart must be aligned. You can't cling to the things I asked you to let go of and still expect to walk into the fullness of what I've prepared. I've been patient. I've walked with you through every delay. I've shown you grace when you doubted, mercy when you gave up, love when you ran. But now I am calling you out of that cycle, the cycle of fear, of uncertainty, of maybe someday. No, that someday is now. I'm not asking you to take a leap into the unknown. I'm asking you to follow my lead. I have already gone before you. I have already made a way.